guys, Monica Weekly here. You know how you're supposed to post about real estate every single day on Facebook? Yes, you do. And the reason is if we don't remind our Facebook friends what we do for a living and how we help people, they will forget about it. We know it's our job to inform, educate, and demonstrate what we do for a living. Well, I'm coaching agents all around the country, and they understand that, but they're not doing it. And I ask them, why aren't you doing it? Probably just like you. And they said, Monica, we don't know what to post. Can we just borrow your stuff? Because I love creating Facebook posts. And these can often be used over on Instagram as well. So I said yes, and people were borrowing my stuff. So I created finally a product that you can sign up for free. It is free, guys. There is no reason for you not to sign up for this. It's ghostposter.com, GHOSTPOSTR, no E in there, just TR.com. And what you're going to get is you're going to get a Facebook posting idea to your email every single day. So not only do you have this great idea, but you've been reminded, oh yeah, I need to post. And that's Monday through Friday. And if you don't love the post or you think, gosh, I'd like something else, well, you're also going to get access to a library of over 600 different posts for you to choose from by category. You're going to love it. Go sign up, ghostposter.com. Don't waste a minute. And then be sure to join the private Facebook group. All right, I'll see you in there.
Right, I'm here with TJ Gausman. I actually did not know that you doubled your business in 12 months.
Doubled my business in 12 months. Yep, facts.
Can we just do a little applause for you? That's awesome, man.
Yeah, super proud. And it timed right when I switched brokerage as the XP, and I believe with my heart that was a huge part of it.
Tell me about that. What do you mean?
Yeah, so I was about 3 years in, and I was about an $8 million producer, which is good.
That's great.
I was good there. I was making good money. And everything in me, a lot of it was because of what we were taught and read, and was, okay, now I'm at this point and I need to grow. So I was thinking, okay, I'm going to need 10 people. I want to do
got to grow a team. Now's the time.
Grow a team. Yeah. And that's the messaging, right?
Yeah, the only way.
Yeah. The only way is to get a bunch of buyer's agents under you. And, then you're responsible for finding these leads. And so that process to me was ingrained. So I thought, okay, I guess this is what I need to do.
Now's the time. Yeah.
And so that was my plan. So when I came to EXP, that was my intent. I thought, okay, I can, grow this business, and I'm going to need a bunch of people to do it.
Right.
And this is one of the cool things that I don't think we talk about enough, right? Because, and Jen and I spoke about this yesterday, we're not in an office environment together every day, right?
It feels like we are.
It does. And that's one of the cool things, though, because of this culture, it's almost like you need to be very intentional to create it. So where we used to think, I'll run into Jen at the office. I know I'm not going to run into you at the office now.
No.
So what that does for me, it makes me very intentional about making time to talk to the people that are going to help me in my growth.
Right.
So what I
also intentional, you're not wasting time with people that are distracting you. Hey, got a minute. That's not happening.
Yeah. So if I'm going to spend time with somebody and it's business focused, there's going to be a plan. We're going to have something to do. I'm going to leave there learning something I didn't know before.
Right.
And within about 2 months of finally making the jump to EXP, which took me about 9 months to actually make that.
We'll just say too long.
Too long. Yeah. And talking to people that have been down this path, I learned really quick that, hey, more people isn't the solution. It's the right people, and then maximizing our efficiency.
Yes.
So we went from this idea of 10 people to, hey, let's have 2 high producing agents and essentially a CEO behind the scenes that runs all the other stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And what that did for me, Jen, it cleared all the mess.
Yeah.
All the crap that I didn't like to do, that I was wasting so much time focusing on. I got it out of the way.
Right.
And it created a very deliberate path of lead generation, servicing leads that are not yet under contract.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it. Everything else is nonsense. So
It sounds like the switch forced you to figure out a way to be more intentional with your calendar and your time and
Yeah.
really also figure out a new way to make more money that
Yeah.
didn't cause you a headache.
Yeah, I think that's a good way to put it. And during this growth, right? And we're probably going to do somewhere between 16 and 20 million this year.
Yeah, boom.
During this growth, we added an agent that had never sold a house. She was brand new.
She's amazing.
And she's amazing, right?
I love her.
And
Hey, Colleen. Hey,
yeah,
girl.
Colleen's the best. And we built into her. She's on pace to do about 26 deals her first year in real
That's
estate.
awesome.
And she's got the same drive. And it's not about somebody's already a capper, somebody's already an icon. It's about the right people with the same goals. And we are just
Same
laser
work ethic. Yeah.
Yeah.
So talk to me though about, because there was a mindset shift. You said when you were talking to people, you realized that you didn't need this like big giant team. What was that like? Because I know a lot of people are there where they're thinking the only way that I can make more money is by having a team. The reality is it's unlikely to make you more money. It's more likely to make you less money, and you waste a lot of time.
Yeah. So our big thing was, do we care about GCI or do we care about net profit?
Right.
And that was a major mind shift.
What's the difference? Tell people the difference.
Yeah. So let me give you an example. So let's say that you make $100,000, but the government takes 80% of that. Okay.
Mhm.
You netted $20,000. Now, I
Right.
would argue I would rather make $25,000 and the government take none. I think that
Right.
guy ultimately has more money in his pocket.
Right.
And that's what we're talking about. So if you make $1 million GCI, but your expenses are $800,000, you're a $200,000 income guy. Yeah,
Before taxes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So my big thing was, do I want to pad my ego or do I want to pad my wallet?
Right.
And for me, I decided I'm going to do what's best for my family. I don't care about the awards, the bullcrap. I think we have a more profitable business.
We could buy you an award.
Yeah, and I do.
I think you did. I think you called it a house.
Yeah,
And your Tesla.
I have a couple. I'm a home snap expert too, so don't forget that.
Yeah, I get it.
But yeah, I think we have a more profitable business than probably 95% of teams out there because we run extremely lean. And you know what? I'm not working 90 hours a week, Jen. That's the other thing that's very cool. I'm home at night with my family. I take weekends, a lot of them off. I've got a good life.
But this is something that you didn't see before you got to EXP.
Yeah.
Why? How? Because it's not like you weren't talking to people that were telling you.
Right.
And maybe you weren't. Maybe there wasn't enough, or maybe it was the wrong people or whatever. But what happened? How can you help others see it wherever they're at?
Yeah, so here's what I've come to believe. I think that the EXP model attracts entrepreneurial thinkers.
Yeah.
So I think that it's a different model, and I think it's a bit of a leap in terms of like, wow, that's different. And I think the people that are attracted to that are game changers.
Yeah.
So I'm surrounded by a bunch of people that are willing to be open-minded enough to think differently. Mm-hmm. And it's changed my business. Like I see your business has changed dramatically in the last year.
It's awesome.
Yeah, and that's because you're talking to people that are not even in Cincinnati. You're talking to people all over the country and the world,
right,
who are changing our minds. And I would argue that we're having more fun, making more money, and we're surrounded by killers. And that's only available today at EXP, I believe. I think that there's other people that are trying to get creative, but right now we are leaps and bounds ahead of the game.
I agree. So, I mean, it's all the stuff that you already knew, right? You knew that you had to focus on your calendar. You knew that you had to do the activities that were money generating activities. Yet we all know these things. We all know them. The thing that was missing for you and the thing that's missing for most people is the environment. Who you surround yourself with matters.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. And I think that's where EXP wins. We've got the best, most big-minded
forward
people
thinking.
Yeah. And we talk about,
innovative.
yes, commissions, stocks, splits, all this crap. None of it matters. When you're surrounded by winners, you win.
Yeah.
That's it.
I
Yeah.
love it. Well, TJ, if people are curious about your journey, they're curious if that maybe they're looking to make a change themselves, want to come over to EXP, or just have some specific questions, how can they get a hold of you?
Yeah, I would love to talk. Call or text 513-379-2000, especially if you're thinking about starting a team and not sure what that would look like. I think it could be a really valuable conversation.
100% agree. Thanks, TJ. You want to do more deals, but your current sphere is not big enough. What are you going to do? Well, you need to make new friends. So the best way to do that is through cold calling. I use RedX to call expireds, for sale by owners, for rent by owners, circle prospect, and you can too. Go to theredx.com/fight club and get your setup fee waived. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you don't miss a podcast.